A history of Bitcoin, from the Genesis block to the ETFs. Inception of Bitcoin was between 2008 and 2009. October 31, 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto releases the Bitcoin white paper, Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. Jan 3rd, 2009, the Genesis block is mined, leaving an embedded message. The Times, 03 Jan 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. Jan 12, 2009, the first Bitcoin transaction between Satoshi and Halfini. Despite numerous theories, the true identity of Nakamoto remains unknown, whether it's an individual or a group. The first real-world transaction in 2010. May 22nd, 2010, the first commercial transaction. 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas, worth $41 at the time, known as Bitcoin Pizza Day. Exchanges and price discovery from 2010 to 2013. 2010 marks the first exchange, bitcoinmarket.com. 2011, Bitcoin reaches parity with the US dollar, $1 equals 1 Bitcoin. 2013, Bitcoin hits 1,000 for the first time, growing attention from media and early investors. Mt. Gox collapse, first major crisis in Bitcoin, 2014. Mt. Gox, once handling 70% of Bitcoin trades, files for bankruptcy. 850,000 Bitcoin lost, approximately worth $450 million at the time. It led to distrust in centralized exchanges and sparked push for better security. Institutional interest begins around 2017 to 2019. 2017, Bitcoin reaches $20,000, major retail investor influx. The CME and the CBOE launched Bitcoin futures, December 2017. It's the first mentions of a spot ETF, but all rejected due to market manipulation concerns. Corporate adoption and strategy enters the game 2020 to 2022. August 2020, MicroStrategy becomes first public company to buy Bitcoin as a treasury asset. The CEO, Michael Saylor, says Bitcoin is digital gold. Tesla buys 1.5 billion in Bitcoin in Feb 2021. Other firms follow like Square, which is now known as Block, and Marathon Digital, etc. Institutional products launch, example Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Now, spot Bitcoin ETFs approval 2024. January 10th, 2024, SEC approves first US spot Bitcoin ETFs, providers BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest, VanEck, and others. Bitcoin price surges past 45K post-approval. Marks major mainstream financial validation of Bitcoin. ETF hype links up with Bitcoin halving cycle, causing a supply crunch. Bitcoin reaches $100,000 for the first time in its history in December 2024. Now the current state of Bitcoin 2025. Price in April 2025 is $95,000. There's wider acceptance. Hedge funds, pensions, and sovereign wealth funds are now buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin halving in the April 2024 reduced the block reward to 3.1.25 Bitcoin. Therefore, only 450 Bitcoin are mined and released to market per day. The growing narrative, Bitcoin as a store of value and a solution against inflation. The USA government in the process of a Bitcoin strategic reserve strategy. Michael Saylor's company has over 500,000 Bitcoin on the balance sheet. Over 1 million Bitcoin are tied up in ETFs like BlackRock. Companies are copying Strategy's Bitcoin strategy to acquire more Bitcoin. Popular supermarkets accepting Bitcoin over Layer 2 Lightning Network as payment. This is Bitcoin's history. You want to be a part of it. Bitcoin isn't just a digital currency, it's a revolutionary financial asset with a fixed maximum supply of 21 million, making it inherently scarce and deflationary. Unlike fiat currencies that can be printed endlessly, Bitcoin's supply is hard-coded and transparent. It has consistently outperformed traditional assets over the past decade, attracting major players like BlackRock, Fidelity, and MicroStrategy, who are steadily accumulating it regardless of price. As a decentralized, borderless peer-to-peer network, Bitcoin allows you to send value globally without relying on intermediaries like Visa or MasterCard. In a world of inflation, surveillance, and centralized control, Bitcoin offers a new form of money, open, secure, and owned by no one, yet accessible to everyone. Now is the time to learn, act, and consider owning even a fraction of this game-changing asset. Thanks guys for watching. Scan the QR code for support, send me some sats, or just leave a like on the video. Thanks guys.